What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and this is the Optimistic Network. Today we're making Maggi noodle seasoned rice. I do know you can get bored just preparing your food the same old way when you run out of ideas. So if you're looking for a way to pump up your rice, here is a delicious, easy way to make a huge difference. Add some water to your pot. The amount of water you add is going to depend on the amount of rice you're planning to cook. Get your Maggi noodle soup. Add about a half pack, depending again on the amount of rice that you're going to cook. If you're going to cook anything over 2 pounds, you can actually add the whole packet. I used the half a packet for this because this was about a pound. I throw it in, added some butter, and added about a half bag of frozen corn. I made this boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then I added some scallion. You could put the scallion in right away. I just kind of forgot. You can even add some thyme. You can taste the water to see if you want to adjust this. You adjust it. You can add a little pepper. Anything you want to add to this to season it up. Anything I would say apart from salt, because the noodle already have enough salt. One other thing I must mention, if you want and you don't want the noodles in it, you can always sift off the seasoning and use the seasoning and not the noodles, because what we're really chasing is the flavor from the seasoning, because we don't know Maggi or cock soup or any one of those seasoning what we use in soup have a lot of flavor. So that's the flavor I'm chasing. Wash your rice. Any rice you want to use, may I use some jasmine, and just add it to your boiling water. I'm also adding some peas to this, but I didn't put the peas to boil with the corn because I know the peas boil easy and I don't want them to mash out. So at this point, after I add my rice, I'm going to add my bag of peas and just stir that in thoroughly. Lower my heat all the way to low and cover this down. Keep in mind, whenever you're cooking rice, make sure that your water is not more than an inch above the rice. So if at this point you find that you have too much water, don't be afraid to skim out a little. I do that all the times, and this is one of the days that I do it. It better you skim it out, and then when you're done, when it's dried out, if the rice is needed, you can put it back. But don't make your rice too soft. So if you're not sure, you feel like you need to skim off a little water, skim off a little of the water and just set it aside. The worst that is going to happen is just that you don't have to use it, you don't need it, and you just throw it on the sink. So here I am adding my peas, and after I add the peas, I did add a little more butter, and the reason I did this was because I skimmed off some of the water, and in my head I figure if I skim out some of the water, I also skim out some of the butter. And I know I did skim out some of the butter because in the little container with the water that I skimmed out, I have butter floating on the top, so I just added a little more butter. Now, when you're cooking rice, a steam rice. So once I added my rice and cover this pot down, I did not open it. I lowered the heat right away as soon as I covered it. And I did not open this pot. I was cooking other things. I was frying chicken. I was making some vegetable. So when I finally opened this pot, it was probably like about 40 to 45 minutes, and it was perfect. I didn't have to add any water. I didn't have to do anything. Look at this rice. This is the perfect rice, and it tastes so good, and it's a big difference from cooking white rice or cooking rice and peas. You know, it's just something different. Sometimes you don't want a rice and peas, sometimes you don't want a white rice. Here is a great option. Another great thing, what you can do, you can even add coconut milk to this. So when I put on the water, instead of putting on some water, you can use coconut milk instead of the water. I've tried that before, and that turned out even nicer. I just really didn't have any coconut milk, so I just did it with the water because it's still good. It's still a step up from your white rice, and a high step up, a big step up too. This was my Sunday dinner. I served this up with some fried chicken and some green beans and carrot as side vegetable, and I made a gravy for my fried chicken, and this was so good. I do hope you guys will try this. I guarantee you'll really love this. One of my goals this year is to be more consistent with posting on my YouTube channel. I am going for a video every week on Monday mornings. I'm dropping my video, so look out for it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn your notification bells on and get active in the comments. You can tell me what you want me to cook. I'll do it for you. It'll just take a little time, but Every week, I plan on bringing you something new. Also, if you're on TikTok, don't forget to follow me on TikTok at dopt6. I do a lot of cooking over there. So anything you see me cook over there and that short video is not enough to teach you how to do it, just let me know and I'll do it here on YouTube. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.